Yo, 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 it's your boy just checking in, doing the damn thing. What's up, guys? How you doing? You miss me? I know you did. Your boy looking lovely, fresh than ever. Trying to grow this subscriber count. So far, I have 1,000, and sooner or later, I'll have 1,000,000 because hard work does pay off. And it doesn't hurt to fantasize the things you can't achieve right now because eventually you will get them. So you just have to stay focused. I watched this movie Birdbox, and first of all, look what I made. It's a skull. I used 16 gauge PVC coated wire, and it looks fantastic. This skull has got one eye. Holy shit. One eye. Where did I see that reference? One eye reference. Where did I see that one eye reference? But here's the thing. I know it's fantastic. It's a skull that guards a hilltop, an island where the damned dwell. The damned, the land of the damned. Damned. But here's the thing. I know you love it. Someday it's going to be in every household, every neck, worn as a chain. Guys, it doesn't hurt to just fantasize and dream. I mean, what do you have to lose, really? You ain't got nothing to lose. What's the worst that could happen when you're living in rock bottom? All you can really do is dream. So why the fuck you want something? Why do you want anything to hold you back? Nothing should really hold you back when you're trying to dream, really, because when you're trying to, make something happen, the best position to be in is zero, where you are at a position where you're not the biggest dude on the block, you're not, recognized, you're not wealthy. You just have a regular job that you work part-time because you gave up working full-time because you know full-time is not going to get you anywhere. So all you can really do is dream, fantasize. How big can you dream? And when you start dreaming, then you can get rid of, a whole bunch of other health issues so you can have a sound mind and a sound body. And a dream with a sound mind and a sound body, it's like an airplane that is about to take off because the engines are not, giving any problems. And since the engines are not giving any problems, they've checked all the things that have to be checked on the airplane. So it's time for the airplane to take off. And, all the crew have, signaled each other that all things are go. And when all things are go, the airplane's about to take off. So that's exactly how you are when you are not rich. Life has a sense of humor. If only we can just take our emotions away and just see things the way things are really meant to be seen. Our perception has been altered, changed by, what has been sold to us via the media. And even when we don't go with it, the other people who we interact with, how they think, have begun to affect us. So now, we're carrying away this ideology and it's in our head, and that's how we think of what life should be like. It should be depressing when you have no money and you should just aspire to get money. And when you get money, you should be happy. No. No, 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 no. That's a big damn lie. I say that again. That's a lie. I say that again. That is a lie. Don't believe that. A sound mind and a sound health and a healthy body comes first. It comes first. It supersedes everything. And if it supersedes everything, then you should check that first before anything else. Before money, before goals, before anything. Make sure you have a sound mind. Make sure you have a sound health. Make sure you're thinking healthy. Keep your minds occupied with the right thing. And that's how positive thoughts emanate. The same positive thoughts that take you to your goals. That's how they derive from each other. So don't let anyone trick you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because I'll never tell you otherwise. Except if you wear one of these, then I might just catch you on the other side, the land of the damned. But guys, I wanted to talk to you because I saw the movie Birdbox, and I just subscribed to Netflix, and I think it's a cool movie. I've not watched a movie in a while, and this one, a lot of people are doing, breakdowns of this particular movie, and I had some highlights that I wrote in my book that I'd like to cover on this particular movie. There were about 3 or 4 highlights. One of them was the birds, follow the birds. And another one was, okay, let me just talk about follow the birds, see if I can find those highlights on my book. The birds represent nature. The birds represent things that can be altered by the madness unfolding through the land. Things that can't change, they can't alter. And if the birds are still alive, the birds know much better than the people. The people's minds have been corrupt. When I talked about first things first, when I talked about being in a sound mind and sound health, that's just pretty much the same thing as the movie was talking about. To follow the birds. The birds represent nature. They represent, the clouds. They represent, the goodness, God. Things that can't mankind and his evil ways cannot change. So the birds know what they're doing. So if you hear their sounds, follow them. That's the right way to go. And what happens? Following the birds lead you to the school for the blind. What does the school for the blind represent? A race of people who can't see the wickedness, who their eyes are covered. They're born equipped equipped with a nature given defense against the wickedness. So they can't be altered. They can't be bargained with. They can't be reasoned with. And it doesn't feel pity or remorse ever until you are. What movie reference is that? The Terminator, Kyle Reese. Anyways, so okay, the first one is follow the birds. So if I have more thoughts as I continue, I will, let you guys know. But for now, it's just follow the birds. It is what it's just exactly that. The birds, what they represent. And sometimes it's better to not see the wickedness, because when you see the wickedness, it engulfs you. It goes into your body through your eyes. What's all around you? Advertising, all this stuff. There's a lot of wickedness that's been put inside all the things that you buy. A lot of wicked mantras, a lot of, things that are calling on you, a lot of spirits. And when you buy into the ideologies or the product, the wickedness gets you, the wickedness of the land. So no one here can fly. The intuition is all dead. They're just like zombies. They're like Walking Dead, just like the dude Quasi-Luminous, just like what he says, So, okay, that's one. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a breakdown dude. I just watched the movie and I feel like, hey, it would be cool if I did this briefly. Because I'm not trying to wake anyone up. Just to put my own 2 cents in the pot, pretty much. Okay, that's one. Follow the birds. 2 will be girl boy names. There's a meaning to that. Girl boy names. Before all the names that we are given, uh, we want to remind ourselves before any of the names, Kyle, Joseph, Tom, Hakeem, all these names, before that, we're human beings. Before that, the names, they're just like veils. They're just like veils that has been wrapped, to over our demons. That's more. They're just like veils that have been wrapped all around. They're just like they're names for this world. When we transcend and move on to the other side, there's not going to be any names. You know, God is not going to call us by any names, by our names. Our souls don't have names. We're not going to be called Joseph, John, when we cross over to heaven. So that's why, you know, she calls them boy and girl. Because she doesn't want them to be corrupt by the system. Names are another way, of identifying with this world. The names that you are called in this world. So she wants to remind them of who they are. They're human beings. And human beings, you're a human boy and a human girl. So that's one of the reasons why she chose to call her sons boy and girl. 2. Okay, that's one. Another one, the agents, those people that came and started shooting guns, those ones pretty much speak for themselves. Those are like the okay, the first about those ones that was mentioned earlier, of which that guy who came to the house is a part of, the wicked guy that brought the wickedness, the artist guy, the self-centered artist guy, of which he was a part of when he came to the house. Okay, he was talking about how they can see, they're allowed to see or something like that, and they're immune. Yes, when you work for the system gives you immunity. When you work for the system, when you're a deceiver, a lot of things that affect the common man doesn't affect you. So those ones work for the system, but they're on a different class. They're agents, but they're not agents like those ones that came with the guns. The ones that came with the guns, those are like the FBI, type. They have immunity and they have weapons. The one that infiltrated their house, they're just like the YouTubers, the infiltrators. Those ones that infiltrate. They come to be a friend, but they want to get in and bring the wickedness in. And before they bring it in, they have to be close to you. They have to show themselves as friends so they can get in. That artist guy who brought open up all the windows in the house, he's just like the YouTubers, the YouTuber agent. They get you immunity. That's why the thing could not really affect him, because the powers that be that he works for gave him immunity. Okay, it gave him immunity, and that immunity is what allows him to not be affected by that virus that's sweeping across the land. But in return, he must find regular folks, regular people, and infect them, and make sure he infects them. So, but when he finds them, he has to pretend to be a good guy. Okay, he has to pretend to be a good guy, and once he becomes trusted, to gain his trust, he must try to look for a way to infect them. So that's what he's been doing. He goes from home to home, pretending to be a good guy. He has a backstory. Let me in your house and this and that. And once he gets in, he opens up the windows and lets the darkness come in. So like I said, he's on a different class, a different level from the other ones that came with the guns. The ones that came with the guns are like the FBI's, the police. They have immunity, but they have weapons too. And if you don't come with them, what happens? they can open fire, they can kill you. That's what happens at that time when the black guy got into but I got into a gunfight with them. A little comedy there. It was strange how the black guy didn't die quickly. He lived until like the very last 15 minutes, and a whole bunch of other people died. Just a little Hollywood thing, because Hollywood likes playing that game where the black guy dies in 10 minutes. But this was really different. The Asian guy died in the first 10 minutes. A whole bunch of other white guys died. But the black guy lived on for a long time. I thought he was going to just end, I thought he was the hero of the movie. But it's okay. Now, finally, the School for the Blind, okay? The School for the Blind is the hidden meaning behind the School for the Blind is it's just similar to a new race of people that are born without the infirmities of the old race, of the old world. A lot of Hollywood movies, they've been, pushing this idea. So the eyes are completely blind. They don't have to put on blindfolds. It's just like a kid who was born to be able to, hold electricity. He doesn't have to wear a rubber glove to hold electricity because he's been a genetically modified kid from birth. Okay, so that's how the School for the Blind is. That's what they represent, a more advanced race of people after the ones filled with all the infirmities die off. A more advanced race of people that are protected, that are, controlled, that are in a place where not anyone is allowed in, a different system of government, where there's no diseases because their eyes are blind to it. Their eyes represent their their DNAs. There's no diseases. It's a new world, pretty much. So that's it. That's the breakdown. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the other side.